I was getting some much needed Thursday night football into me tonight. We're gonna be doing a reaction video today. So we're reacting to the Ravens and the Buccaneers. They just played. The Ravens defeated Tampa Bay 27-22. A lot was going to be talked about this game. Lots of high expectations. The Buccaneers needed the win. The Ravens needed the win. And I don't think that either of those teams losing would have meant anything different to their respected divisions. Both of those teams could have lost, and it wouldn't have been a huge issue, I think. A lot of people are thinking, wow, Cincinnati's blowing up right now. They're just gonna destroy the AFC North for the rest of the season if the Ravens don't get a win tonight. But that's just simply not the case. The Ravens did win, but they're 5-3 now. Cincinnati is playing Cleveland on Monday Night Football this week. Tampa Bay is now 3-5. And that's really, really crushing for them. But I'm pretty sure they're still going to be in the race for just an abysmal NFC South. I mean, let's be honest. They can lose this game. It's going to be all right. They're going to finish the season better than New Orleans, okay? They're going to finish the season better than the Panthers and the Falcons. Lamar didn't look that good tonight. I think he was a little bit rushed in the pocket. It was collapsing. He was taking too long. It took them a little while to get going. The yards picked up. I think they only had about 60 in the first half. That's a little bit unacceptable. I would say they're lucky that they got away with it. They're lucky that they got out of that and that they were able to pick it up in the second half. A couple touchdown passes by Lamar. Mark Andrews is out. Unfortunately, that's like a huge loss to their offense, which is kind of hard to really know. Well, what's their other option? Because tonight it wasn't Rashad Bateman, and it should have been. We're all kind of expecting that from the Ravens offense, at least before the season started. That's what we were expecting, right? That's what we thought was going to happen. It was going to be Bateman and Andrews. Hollywood Brown is gone. He's off to Hollywood. So who else is Lamar going to throw to? Well, apparently Isaiah Likely, their new tight end, their new favorite little weapon that they got there. Special teams made the last play. Onside kick failed by Tampa Bay. Tyler Linderbaum and Tristan Wirfs, the fellow O-linemen who were together at Iowa, had a little reunion, you could say, tonight. It was pretty cool. But, yeah, I'm not worried about Tampa Bay. Is anyone really worried about the freaking NFC South? Does anyone really care about that? I don't even want to pay attention to that division until the end of the year. And we'll see, let's flip a coin, see who's going to end up on top. Because the way the Buccaneers are playing, yes, it's most likely that division is up for grabs, but that's if you want to get too technical about it. The thing is, Tampa Bay, what kind of competition do they really have? A lot of people are talking about Tom Brady. They're saying that he's, a little bit unstable on the football field. Wow, who cares? Honestly, why be concerned? Why be worried about him, okay? He's still playing great. He's still, in my opinion, playing great, like one of the top quarterbacks right now in the NFL. Even though he isn't able to find the end zone, get what he really wants out of his team right now. It's not all his fault, but he's not out of the woods entirely, There's a lot of things that people are saying about off the field issues that he's having. There's supposedly divorce lawyers that have been hired between him and Giselle. Look, the only thing I'm going to say about that is that, well, it's really none of my concern, and it's none of our business, okay? That's why I'm not reading too much into it. And it's not really important. Is it affecting the way that Tom is playing football and looking at the game? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he can compartmentalize the two, that he can separate the two. And I relate to the guy. I really feel for him, If he's having trouble at home, it doesn't matter if he's having trouble at home or not. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt here. He's emotional. He's a passionate guy. He cares about his job. I relate to the guy. In other news across the sports world, I was kind of going back and forth between the football game and the ESPN special. It should have been on ESPN, but it wasn't. Actually, it was supposed to be on TNT. They've moved it to Tuesdays now. What's up with that? Anyway, the Mavericks and the Nets were playing today, and the Nets lost again. Yep. Probably one of the worst offensive performances collectively as a team I've ever seen. Kyrie goes for 39. KD goes for 37. Ben Simmons goes for a career high 7 points. And a career a season best. We'll call it a season best. Less than 6 personal fouls. Yeah. What an abysmal offense they've got going. And then the next highest scorer was Royce O'Neal with 10 points. David Duke with 10 points. David Duke with 10 points. Oh, man. What an unfortunate name that is. David Duke. Oh, man. For those of you who know who David Duke actually is, not this David Duke, not this guy's David Duke Jr. That means that his father is also David Duke. That's unfortunate. I don't like the Mavericks either. I think they're in a complete disarrangement offensively. Even defensively, I think they're getting pretty lucky in some of these games. I think they got really lucky today because Doncic isn't going to put up 41, 11, and 14. The team, at halftime, Luka had 18 points. At the end of the third quarter, he had 29. And the next highest scorer was JaVale McGee. The JaVale McGee. Oh, yeah. That you can't be relying on Luka to do all of this work. It's the same issue in Memphis. It's pretty unfortunate, you know. You bring in Christian Wood, you bring in Spencer Dinwiddie. You think you're going to have this amazing all these offensive weapons here. Yes, towards the end of the game, some guys got into double digits, you know. Kleba ended with 15, Hardaway ended with 18, but they went to overtime. Luka was probably going to end up with 40 anyway. But he had 41, 11, and 14. It's just they need I think the Mavericks, they're not going to get anything done this year. They're not going to go deep in the playoffs. They went to the Western Conference Finals, was it last year? That is just complete luck. They've really got to figure it out. They need a point guard and they need a good center, you know? They need like a Dwayne Wade, you know? They need a point guard like Dwayne Wade. Or they could use like a Kyrie Irving, you know? They could use a nice center, you know, like a Kevin Love or like Chris Bosh, you know? Something like that, yeah. See the connection I'm making there? That's what they need. Just guys going to score 40 points a game, but they're not going to win in a 7-game series because you can't rely on Luka to do that. You need a more complete team. I'm pretty sure Christian Wood only had 4 points at halftime. And JaVale McGee had 8. Hardaway hit 8 as well. Who cares? Who cares? Just throw it all away, man. Throw it all away. Realize you cannot have one guy do everything and win a championship. Got to figure some things out there, you know. It's like, you know, in Milwaukee, you've got Giannis, who's leading the league in scoring right now, but he doesn't need to, okay? When Middleton comes back, he doesn't need to be doing that. Middleton can get you 30, okay? Portis and Lopez and Holiday, they can get you 20. In Miami, you know, Butler doesn't need 40. You know, Butler can get you 20. Lowry can get you 20. Hero, Bam, these guys can get you 20. Strus can get you 15. Robinson can get you like 6 3-pointers. Okay, Vincent can get you 10 and 10. 10 assists, that is. But you're not going to get it done. You know, Dallas doesn't get off the hook. They had a great game today. The Nets are just an absolute ridiculous offensive formula that is completely unpredictable, unconjurable. I cannot even begin to describe how abysmal Ben Simmons has been playing. I don't really want to talk about him until he starts playing, because he's 26 years old. He's not 36. He's not 43. He's 26. He should be a little bit more spry, a little more kosher. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Someone threw a drink onto the court. Whoa, we're getting. Well, let's see, Brooklyn. Maybe it was like an Islanders fan or a Rangers fan who watches hockey and they just thought, I'm going to try this out. They do it in hockey. I'm going to throw a drink at the Nets because I'm unhappy with them. It's like the Canucks. They were throwing jerseys onto the ice. Okay, it's just ridiculous, man. But I did watch them try and clean it up. They had the towels on their feet and they were like rubbing it like that, and I was like, yeah, that's good. They got a couple mops. The mop boy is over here wearing Jordan 5s. Oh man, no, it's a good Thursday night though for sure. I'm gonna go watch probably the Leafs and the Canucks, and Warriors and Heat are playing right now. I'll probably watch a little bit of that, but I'll definitely catch the Canucks. I want to see them get a win. I want to see them win. It's just so, it's funny. I mean, if the Leafs lose tonight, that'll be more funny than the Canucks losing again. But it's just, oh man, it's really tough to see. It really is.